back, I shared a 30-day transformation video with you where I lost 6 kg in a month when doing 108 Surya Namaskar every day. While a lot of you had questions about the 108 Surya Namaskar part, a lot of you also had a lot of questions about my diet during that 1 month. So here I am today, sharing my diet with you, the diet that I followed that 1 month, which is also the same diet that I follow today. Let's cover some basics of the diet that I follow. I eat 4 times a day. One of these 4 times, I eat only raw food, nothing cooked. 2 out of these 4 times, I eat cooked food. And the remaining 1 time is a light, healthy snack. I usually eat between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. That's a 9-hour window of eating. And I give my tummy a break, a rest, between 7 p.m. and 10 a.m. That's 15 hours of intermittent fasting. The first thing I eat in a day is always fruit, seasonal fruit. These days, usually mango, lychee, or some melons. After thoroughly relishing my fruit, I usually give myself about 15 minutes for the fruit to settle down in the tummy before, having all of this good stuff. We have some soaked almonds, walnuts, pistachios, cashew nuts, and raisins. Half for my lovely husband Nikhil and half for me. I also have 1 date, a couple of spoonfuls of sprouts, and a spoonful of mixed roasted seeds. So I was chatting with a friend a couple of months ago and I shared with her that this is what I eat first thing in the morning. And she was a little taken aback. She said, "So you eat only raw stuff for breakfast?" And that's when I realized that, yeah, all of this is raw. I mean, none of it is cooked food. It's not heavy, it doesn't make me feel sluggish, and it's packed with energy and nutrients and goodness, which is exactly what I need after 15 hours of intermittent fasting. And you know what the best part is? It's super easy to put together, all of this stuff. These days, I've started adding Cosmix into my diet and I've partnered with them for this video. Cosmix makes a variety of plant-based mixes which are not only filled with nourishment, but also encourage you to approach health holistically. I've been drinking this no-nonsense plant protein powder from Cosmix. It's completely plant-based, easily digestible and gut-friendly, and has 0 artificial flavor, not to mention the great taste. It's especially great to have post your workout to supplement your protein requirements, and I have it along with my first meal of the day. Cosmix has a wide range of plant-based mixes for a variety of needs, like this healthy hair mix that I've been using for a while now. I have it either with water or sometimes with a refreshing juice in the morning. Blend some chopped up amla, ginger, mint, and the healthy hair mix and enjoy. Cosmix doesn't believe in marketing quick fix solutions that never really work anyway, but focuses instead on tackling problem at the roots. No pun intended, my scalp feels good. I've partnered with them because I genuinely recommend their products. You can use the code Anita15 to get a 15% off of your first purchase on Cosmix. You can avail this discount code by clicking on the link in the description. By around 11:30 a.m., I'm feeling proper hungry, like real hungry. And this is one of my favorite parts of the day because it's time for the brunch. So here's what a typical brunch plate in our home looks like. There's salad, there's always salad and loads of it. There's always dal or paneer, either or. There's sabzi made out of any seasonal vegetable. This right here is kaddu, sitafal, pumpkin, the Indian pumpkin. And there is homemade dahi, which is also fresh. I try to set it every day in the morning so that it's ready by the time we eat. And then there is roti, chapati or rice. So what I try to do, I try to ensure is that all of this is prepared within an hour or so of us eating so that it's fresh, it's alive with energy, and we get the most benefit out of the food. Now, I know I call lunch brunch because we don't really have breakfast. I mean, I know we have a lot of other stuff for breakfast, but it's not a typical breakfast. And I like calling this meal brunch, okay, because it just sounds nice and fancy. What I've noticed is that when I eat freshly cooked food and eat it slowly, enjoying every bite, and being present, not watching TV or scrolling through my phone. When I do that, what I've noticed is that I only end up eating how much I need. overeating has become very rare, and I also don't feel lethargic in the afternoon. Of course, we have our days where we have homemade noodles for brunch or homemade burgers, and we totally relish those as well. One of our favorites for brunch is having idli and dosa with sambar and chutney. Just so good and wholesome. And after brunch, I usually pop a piece of jaggery in my mouth for that wholesome sweetness. And by 4 p.m., it's snack time, baby. This is when I start to feel them hunger pangs again. And snacks are pre-prepared and stocked up so that I don't end up eating junk in that moment of bad decision making because I'm hungry. You know what I'm talking about. You've been there. So here's a list of easy to make healthy snacks that are pre-prepared and stocked up in my pantry. Roasted makhane are my favorite. So easy to make and also so crispy and so tasty. Roasted murmura, again, another one of my favorite. And the thing that I really like about these snacks is that it's so easy to batch prep and store them in your home. I usually make myself batches that last me for 2 weeks. Or sometimes my evening snack is as simple as coconut water and malai, or maybe even more fruit. Or my recent favorite, a glass of chilled desi cow milk with homemade thandai that my mom-in-law made. It is simply delicious. Dinner is usually 3 hours before I go to sleep, usually before sunset, and mainly consists of just one dish, like poha or upma or namkeen dalia or sevia or khichdi or uttapam if you have leftover batter from idli and dosa in the morning. Or maybe something like pulao or like healthy chila. I'm just getting so happy even thinking about all of these things right now. What I love doing is adding loads of vegetables to everything that I just mentioned. So if it's poha, we'll have broccoli, beans, carrots along with groundnuts in it. If it's chila, we'll add grated beetroot and carrot and finely chopped capsicum to it. I'm literally salivating as I'm saying all of this. Dinner at our home is usually light and happy and doesn't make me feel heavy as I go to sleep later in the night. It's so important that our diet changes along with the seasons to include the fruits and vegetables that are in for that season. Let us now talk about cheat days. Do I eat exactly like I described every single day? Well, on most days I do. But then I also enjoy those days when we maybe order some takeaway food or Nikhil and I head out for a nice date and eat something outside. Maybe have some momos and some cake. We really enjoy those days as well. But the key is to do everything in balance, my friends. The idea is to just innocently be aware of what you're putting into your body and how that makes your mind and body feel. And see what works best for you and makes you feel happy. Not just in the short term, but in the long term. When we eat heavy fried and overly sweet food, just pay gentle attention to what that does to your state of mind, to the energy in the body, and how it makes you feel versus how you feel when you eat healthy, tasty, homemade, simple food. Once you see the difference and you start noticing this more and more, automatically the craving for unhealthy food starts going down. I've personally experienced this. But does this mean that we completely never indulge ever? No, of course you indulge every once in a while. Just do that with awareness, eat sensibly, and enjoy every bite you take. Now, you must have noticed that my diet is purely vegetarian. When we talk about combining any kind of yoga with diet, to get the full spiritual benefit of that yoga, whether it's 108 Surya Namaskars or any other kinds of yoga, it's best to be on a completely vegetarian diet. I turned vegetarian in December of 2019 and it has been an interesting experience to say the least, but that is a whole other video topic for another time. And now, here's another important rule that I follow. No snacking in between meals. No constantly going to the fridge or to the pantry to, see what's there. Following this one rule has brought a lot of good change in my relationship with food. It has emphasized the fact that food is a necessity to keep this body alive and to nourish this body. And it is not something that I mindlessly chew on when I'm procrastinating or I'm bored or I'm not feeling good. I used to do that before and I would always end up feeling worse after doing that. It has also instilled a lot of discipline into my workday because now when I'm supposed to be working, I sit down and work and I'm not loafing around in the kitchen looking for something to eat. And the best part about following this rule is that it has made me cherish my meal times even more now. Because now when I sit down to eat, I am there, I am present with my body and my food, and it is just a more wholesome experience, more enjoyable in general. What are the changes I've experienced in the last 2 years since I started following this diet, you ask? Well, I've been able to wake up earlier in the mornings without much lethargy, more easily. I've been able to keep my weight in check, especially when I combine this diet with sensible yoga, sensible exercise that works for me. It helps me keep my moods in check. The variation, the highs and lows are not so much. It's just like a pleasant feeling most of the time. It keeps me feeling light. It doesn't make me feel too heavy, sluggish or lethargic during the day. and it makes me feel good about myself. This is a big thing that I do for myself and my body every single day, and that kind of discipline built over 2 years makes me feel like doing more nice things for myself and my body. And I think I've said the word nice too many times, but overall it's nice. You get the point. All of these things, when they come together, they've greatly helped me increase my daily productivity, how I go about my tasks through the day, and have just made the day overall that much more enjoyable. What we eat is who we are, and when we, with gentle, loving awareness, pay attention to what we eat and make the right choices and decisions for our body and our health, it goes a long way. As always, I hope you took something of value from this video. Let me know in the comments below what stuck with you, what your key takeaway was from this video. You can check out the 30-day yoga challenge where I do 108 Surya Namaskars every single day right here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Have a great day.